Hi guys, this is Mrs. Schultz. I'm going to show you today how to do one-point perspective with intermediate shapes. It follows all the same rules as what we did last time with basic shapes. It just is going to involve having a few more sides and having a few more corners that are going to go to the vanishing point. So I'm going to demonstrate for you on this first shape and just kind of talk you through it, and then we'll discuss the second shape that's on your paper, and then you're going to do some practice on your own. Alright, so on this first shape, we're going to follow the rules that we talked about last time. So this corner right here can go to the vanishing point because it is free and clear to the vanishing point. This inside corner actually also goes to the vanishing point because it too is free and clear to the vanishing point here. This one goes. This one does not go because I'd have to immediately draw through my shape. This one I think will go. It's one that I'd probably have to test, but it looks like it's going to go. Now eventually it is going to run into the shape right here, but that's okay because we're going to stop when we get to that point on the star. So those three corners right there go to the vanishing point, and then this one also goes. Okay, and then we talked, this one doesn't because I have to immediately draw through the shape. This one doesn't go because I have to immediately draw through the shape there. This one I think can go. Yeah, it does go. But it's going to stop just like the one on this side did. And then that's it. Now to draw the back, the rules for the back are the same as they were on the previous page and in the previous video. And the back is always parallel to the front. And the way that you figure out how to keep it parallel is to line your ruler up with the edge of the shape and then slide it down to however big you're going to make it. And I'm going to make this one pretty small. And then I'm going to draw my line. And when I draw that line, I'm going to stay in between the two corners. So this side is in between these two corners. So when I draw it down here, it's going to stay in between those two corners too. So now I'm going to switch over to this side. I'm going to do the same thing, line my ruler up with the front, slide it back until I meet the corner that I previously drew, and then I'm going to draw my line. Now, I'm not done with this shape because these two sides back here right now are longer than these two sides, and that doesn't make sense. So I'm going to line this up here, and I'm going to slide it over so that there's about the same amount of space back here as there is right here. Alright, and these should all, you kind of have to eyeball it a little bit, but these should all look like they go together. Same thing over here. I'm going to use my other corner, opposite corner for reference and draw that shape in. And then I already erased my extra guidelines. And then I have a three-dimensional star. Just like that. Okay, so now the other shape that's down here in this corner has a lot of the same traits as the other one. If we look at our corners here, this one can go to the vanishing point, this one can, and this one can. Those are the kind of obvious ones. Now there are three more that are going to go to the vanishing point. This one also goes. This one goes until it hits the shape, and then this one goes right here until it hits the shape. The others you'll have to draw immediately through the shape, and so they don't go to the vanishing point. Alright, so I'm going to draw all of these back to the vanishing point. And you should see as I get these filled in how the shape starts to look three-dimensional. And you kind of get that stair-step effect right here on the plus sign. And then there's our last corner. Okay, now on this one I'm going to show you something a little bit different when I end it, because on this one we could see the back of all of the sides. On this one, we're not going to be able to see the back of all of the sides. So I'm going to start with this side right here, and when I draw the back, I'm going to follow the same pattern. So it's going to go up and over to the right, up and over to the right. So slide it over, And take this and slide over, staying between these two corners. So it was up, now it's going to go over to the right. So I'm going to line my ruler up, and it's going to go over to the right. Then I'm going to go up now, and then over to the right. All right, and now I have that same stair step at the back. All right, and now I can erase my extra guidelines. And that's it. Okay, now I don't do anything with these two sides because this is so long that I won't be able to see the back of those two sides, but I do see the corner there just for a little bit. And that's the shape all finished. Now your assignment is to draw 8 more. You've completed these 2. Your assignment is to draw 8 more of your own design. They need to have 5 or more sides. Okay, and you're gonna just kind of fill up this space. If you need to use the back, that's okay. Just if you're gonna use the back, draw another horizon line and vanishing point on the back. Oops, on the back, so that you have another spot to work. Okay, so this will be due next class time, and it's going to be the same grading as last time, which the face of the shape is worth 1 point, the lines to the vanishing point being correct are worth 1 point, and then drawing the back of the shape correctly is worth 1 point. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions, and good luck.